So I'm about to package a few orders. So if I don't get to read your comments, that's because I'm standing so far back and I don't want to lose focus on what I'm doing as far as filling the people's packages. So I'll be on here just a little bit trying to respond to y'all, but not a whole lot. But I'm trying to see why is it doing this. Okay. You get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of that. Okay, so like I said, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I haven't even been doing any DIY videos either. Let me try to pull this up some. The camera is gonna lean a little bit because of this tripod. It's so weird. But I don't know how to get that off the screen though. So welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't know how to get rid of that, but like I said, a long time no see, y'all. I hope everybody have been doing well. All right, so we get to business. So I am about to fill a shampoo and conditioner. Let's see. Man, I wish that we could play music on here. Thank you for sharing, and I love and appreciate you so much. Hey, Loretta, you are welcome and thank you. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for just being such an inspiration too. So I am filling one order right now, and this is the Growth shampoo, and this is the Growth conditioner. So this one has coconut milk in the shampoo, and the conditioner has goat milk. So it is very, very creamy, very moisturizing. And y'all know that your girl don't play about her aloe vera juice and her rose water. So you get this shampoo, I'm telling you, your hair is going to feel soft. I don't even want to say for days, for weeks. Your hair is going to feel extremely soft. You are going to be able to tell a difference in the overall health of your hair. I've been telling people for years, since I've created Heavenly Hair and skincare products, I tell people to apply your shampoos and your conditioners, of course, Essence. Yes, you have to add your shampoos and your conditioners to your hair once a week if you want to get rid of the shedding and the breakage and overall dry hair. A lot of people suffer from dry hair strands. It can be due to nutrition, but sometimes it's not always due to nutrition. Hey Isaiah, hey Amanda, hey Rob. Welcome to my live. So I'm filling a couple of orders. Like I said, it's been a good minute. Oh, it's been a good minute. But I was just talking about this shampoo and conditioner. So this is the shampoo and conditioner that I started out in the very beginning when I first created Heavenly Hair and Skincare back in 2018. And before I bring any of my other shampoos and conditioners out, you think I wasn't gonna get on here and put my original shampoo and conditioner? That'll be too much like wrong. Not too much like right, but too much like wrong if I was to leave out Heavenly's original shampoo and conditioner. So everything that's made from Heavenly is filled with all natural, all organic, and over 30 different Ayurvedic herbs. So all the way from your, all the way to your shampoos and conditioners, it is filled with hair growth ingredients. So in the stores, you have small businesses that blew up, and I don't know what they did, but I will say that some of their ingredients have been compromised to where it has caused people hair to get damaged and things like that. And I just put the stitching cord up and everything. I don't know why, because I did say that I was going to go live before leaving my building. So I just go ahead and plug it back up. I can go ahead and turn, I could turn this printer off because I've already printed my packaging slips. But yeah, so it's so many people hair that has suffered from store-bought shampoos and conditioners. And I'm not trying to stop anybody from buying their store-bought shampoos and conditioners, but hi Amanda, hi Cynthia. So we know this one well-known company, very well-known, that their product messed a few people's hair up. I did all of that, and I don't even know what I did with my okay, my sealers right here. I almost packaged that without putting the seal on it. So I try to seal all of my products with this little black sealer. Hi Angela. And I just take it and wrap it around it, and I just take my heat gun and seal it. But yeah, so like I was stating, that it has been some shampoos and conditioners out here that has done people hair very, very well. People have really benefited from it. But at the same time, some of the shampoos and conditioners that done other people hair very well and their hair benefited behind it also turned around and snatched everything back that they gave to the person's hair. And I'm talking about like the growth, I won't even say the nutrients and things like that, because a lot of the shampoos and conditioners are filled with chemicals and alcohols and things like that. So with Heavenly, you are getting all natural, all handmade products. Hi Tessa. But yeah, so let's make sure I put this seal around it. But yeah, so I also poured my growth grease back out, the growth pomade. I've been making it for several years, since I started my hair care line back in 2018. But like I said, since I was temporarily closed on my website for 5 months, I took everything that I made and I put it in the draft. And that is why a lot of people will go up under the website on my front page on my YouTube channel. Okay, so a lot of people just get growth oils. Okay, hold on 1 second. Angela, a lot of people just get growth oils and they apply the growth oil on their edges and then they go about their business. They get a little growth. And not saying you're not like that, because you've already stated that it'll come and then it'll leave. But a lot of people don't understand that it is a hair care journey and a hair care system. And that is why I made these growth shampoos, growth conditioners, growth pomades, because it is a hair system. It is a growth system. Like, your hair could be telling you that it needs more than the growth oil. I don't know what that means. But yeah, some people hair need more than the growth oil. And I won't even say some. Everybody hair needs more than the growth oil. So if you've only been using hair growth oils, if you've been only using hair growth oils, Angela, then I would tell you to try a whole system. And it don't have to be my whole system as far as like the shampoo, conditioner, and things like that. But you have to give that a try. Now, our health, oh, I'm making a lot of noise. Our health also plays an important role in our hair growth. What we are putting on the inside can affect what's happening on the outside of our hair as well. Medications, things like that. But I'm the type of person, I don't just tell a person, hey, buy my growth oil, buy this and buy that, you know. No, that's the whole purpose of me creating these videos and me teaching people how to do their DIYs. Like, I'm not sure everything that you have tried before, but if you've tried the growth oil and you have used it more than anything, then that's where I tell you to make sure that you are shampooing your hair at the least once a week. Once a week at the least. Because you have to train your hair. Even when it comes down to your edges, you have to train your edges as well. Because our hair has been through so much, and it's going to take a system. It's going to take you working it in order for it to work. Okay, Loretta. Okay, so whenever you are ready, you can just go on to www.heavenlyhairandsskincare.com. I will also put the website in the description link as well. Sometimes when I end my live, I ain't gonna lie, I be so busy trying to get a lot of things done to where I let it slip my mind and I don't immediately go and put the description in the link. But it is on, I don't know what it's called, my homepage of this YouTube channel as well. So whenever you are ready, just feel free to click on there. You may see some new things to you guys that has been on my website. It's just was in draft. It's old to me, but it'll be new to you. So every few days, I've been bringing a lot of my products to the forefront, and I will be bringing some new things in as well. I do have a mysterious or mystery product that I'll be bringing also to the forefront, and I want to share it with y'all so bad, but I may do a community post or a poll or something and get you guys to guess it or, you know, vote on it or whatever and figure it out. I'm new to this, so I am just trying to continue to get on here, although it's been a few days. Hi, Caitlin, nice to meet you as well. Let's see. Yes, you're right. What's the whole system? That is good. No, okay, how can I purchase? Okay, so the system is, so I will be bringing my what do you call them things? I almost said my combos. I'm thinking about food because I'm hungry. But just like the hair care packages, as far as you getting it in a bundle as well. So I will advise like the hair growth oil, which you know that I have the Heavenly's hair growth oil, in which I created back in 2018. And then right after that, I created the growth elixir. The reason why one is called a growth oil and one is called a growth elixir is due to the fact that it has different ingredients in it. It has different consistency as far as the thickness and the thinness as well. It has a different smell, but they all are filled with multiple hair growth ingredients, over 30 different Ayurvedic herbs, along with rich carrier oils. And so I end up naming it because I came out with another oil about 2 or 3 years ago, and I named it the Stimulating Growth Serum. So I put them in different categories as far as low, medium to high porosity, due to a lot of people kept asking me that you know, which one is for low, which one is for medium, which one is for high. So I was like, okay, since the consistency is different, the look is different, the ingredients is different, and the smell is different, I might as well name them low, medium, and high. So with the growth oil, I chose to name it low porosity due to the fact that it's on the thinner side. So the consistency is kind of like thin, meaning that if your hair is extremely thin, if you have low density hair, and you are able to see through your hair and others are able to see through your hair, then it's no need of getting the high porosity. You get the low porosity due to the consistency of it, not due to the fact that one grows your hair faster than the other. It's so many people out here that has been, I want to say it different, but I'm not. I'm going to say bamboozling. It's a lot of people that have been out here bamboozling people. And they even been coming out with products that say day serum, night serum for your hair, just like as it is for your face. And you have to ask yourself, wait a minute now, what the day gonna do different than the one at night gonna do? If you are aiming to help people grow their hair, then your product should be filled with ingredients that are potent and that are rich in nutrients and in the consistency. And also you have to make sure that these products are the top of the line, meaning that it's going to thrive on whoever hair that chooses to get it. Like I said, I only named the low porosity, the growth oil low porosity due to its consistency. But the growth oil does have some great ingredients in it to where for the past few years, y'all, I've been creating these oils for 7 years. Why when I put the growth oil on my skin, it helps with my arthritis. Well, when I was working, I was getting like pains in my wrist. And also if I was to be out in the hot sun, you know, I would like put the oil on my skin in order to protect my skin. Like it is good with aches and pains and all of that. So that growth oil, I'm telling you, it's low porosity, but at the same time, you are able to rub it on your body and your skin as well. And the medium porosity, which is the stimulating growth serum, it has like a thin, like medium consistency, meaning that the texture is not too thick and it's not too thin. And it is also filled with over 30 Ayurvedic herbs. So if you chose the stimulating growth serum or if you chose the growth oil, you're not going to be disappointed in either one of them, because you are going to see results when it comes down to both of them. When it comes down to the high porosity, that is the thick oil. It is not thick, but it is thick because it is filled with like castor oil, pumpkin seed oil, and it also has argan oil, sweet almond oil, and those oils are pretty rich. So I named it high porosity for people that are 4C, like my 4C girls. Like if you know that the growth oil is thin and it's just gonna just disappear in your hair, like your hair is gonna eat it up, it's gonna drink it up, then that is what the growth elixir is for. But it has nothing to do with growth. They all grow your hair. So it don't have anything to do with one being better or grow your hair faster than the next one. So all of them are filled with castor oil. It's just that I have a certain percentage in the growth oil and in the stimulating growth serum. I have a certain amount to where it's not overtaking. But with that, I almost said stimulating, but with that growth elixir, you talking about just having, like, for the girls out there or the guys that love Jamaican black castor oil all by itself, then yeah, you are going to enjoy the growth elixir. But it's not only the Jamaican black castor oil that is in there, if that makes sense. Okay, so I said all of that. Let's see. And that's good, Angela. I'm glad that your diet is good. You know, I still have to say that to a lot of people that could be, you know, seeking for something, but not knowing that everybody's body is different. And you have some people that don't, because I don't eat 100% healthy. I really don't. But at the same time, I do intake a lot of greens, you know, as far as like spinach, turnip green, collard green, olive greens, you know, and I also take spiral, what is spiral? Oh, I can't get that word right. Spirulella, whatever it is. I take that, and I also drink moringa majority of the time. So I will put the moringa powder into some water, add some lemon in it, and I drink that a lot because I'm the type, as far as when it comes down to what do you call it? Citrus. That don't bother me. I love lemon or lime type stuff. But the website, Angela, is www.heavenly, look at me, heavenlyhairandskincare.com. And I will also put it in the description area, and you can also find it under my homepage, I want to say. On the front of my front page, it's right underneath where it says the websites. And okay, I will, let me, okay, yes. Hello, Earth. Okay, Tessa. And then you started using one. Don't be tempted to create that one. But when people create DIYs, it's not to confuse people. And I appreciate your comment, Tessa, because you are already mixing your own. Let's see. Yes, Angela, green leafy vegetables is very important. Thank you. Thank you for saving it. And you're welcome too. Yes. So like I was stating, that you just got some people that they could, you know, not eat as healthy, and they can still be able to use products on a consistent basis and still be able to get results. But you also have some people that just can't. They have to add in the extra nutrients to put on the inside of their body, not just on the outside of their body. And everything that's in Heavenly Hair and Skincare products can be put on the inside as far as eating wise. So even if you have to get you some pumpkin seeds and put them in your salad, you know, you're starting and you're doing something. Because one thing, when it comes down to changing the way you eat, that is a big thing, and that's something that is hard for people to do. I know. I lost 20 pounds at the age of 45. Your girl is 48 now. It was right before my 46th birthday, and I lost 20 pounds, but I ate spinach with eggs, no meat. I went without eating meat for 30 whole days, y'all. I did it because I got tired of walking around looking like a football player. I'm just going to be honest. I'm glad you came across it too, Tessa. Yes, I really appreciate, you know, people like y'all, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's just not about us. And some people don't understand that everybody is not just out for themselves. And what I'm meaning by that is that I couldn't just big chop in 2017 and see that my hair wasn't growing at the rate that I know that it could grow. And then I started formulating and then come out with Heavenly Hair and Skincare products. I didn't want to keep this to myself. I didn't want to just be like, well, let me just, you know, let my hair be long and flowing without trying to help the next person. And that's why I'm in Arkansas. Yeah, so that's why I couldn't just not create DIYs and share it with people who are able to get the ingredients, who enjoy watching the DIYs and trying to come up with the concoctions, or coming up with their own concoction if they can't get a certain ingredient out of the store, or if they simply just can't get to the store. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this shampoo and conditioner and weigh it. Okay. And let's see, one. Okay, y'all give me 1 second because I found myself talking a whole lot. Y'all know I cannot create a video without talking. But when I talk, that's when I get distracted. Okay, I'm in North Carolina. Okay, I've been to South Carolina a few times, especially for my birthday. I went to Myrtle Beach. I bet you South Carolina is nice, just as nice as, I mean, North Carolina is just as nice as South Carolina. Let's see. But yeah, y'all, it's been a minute. Y'all can tell I can't do 2 things at once. But I'll get the hang of it. I will eventually. Okay, let's see. Like I was saying before, I wish that we could play music on here. It gets pretty quiet. Let's see. Okay, what just happened? Okay. Hey, Coley. Thank you. I love y'all too. I really do. Y'all hear me out when I tell you that I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Even the ones that be coming on and, you know, I haven't got a whole lot of weirdos. I probably got like 1 or 2. But at the end of the day, I appreciate them as well. Because it's just helping me learn how to, it's just teaching me how to learn, how to, know what to respond to and know what to ignore. Okay, thank you, Angela. Okay, so once I'm done with doing all these orders in order, then I'll be working on yours as well. I sure appreciate you. So I got this new label printer, and I'm trying to figure that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm right up the street from Mailbox and Beyond. So I will be taking these up there in the morning. I'm just glad they open on a Saturday, y'all. Right. So I'm gonna end up getting a different printer right now. I'm just dealing with what I can handle, because the last one mysteriously broke, and I don't know why, but it's fine. I'm gonna make this thing work. But yeah, so when it comes down to the shampoos and the conditioners, Heavenly shampoo and conditioner is filled with growth ingredients, because it's no need, like, I know that it's companies just now coming out with products for the last 3 to 4 years, could be even longer, but they are just now coming out with their products for growth. But your girl, I've been doing this since day one, because I do not believe in giving anybody, selling anybody anything without making sure that they are filled with multiple growth ingredients. It's so many people that has bought the shampoo and the conditioner alone, and they have used it on a consistent basis, meaning that they shampooed their hair once a week and they seen their hair transform. It's a lot of people. What is going on? Please make sure. Okay, okay. I don't know about today, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people now know their hair textures and know that they have a curly texture or not. But it used to be a time to where I used my hometown, which is very small. A lot of these people didn't even know their hair texture, and that was the whole purpose of me creating the curling custard and the moisture and seal cream. Once I applied the curling custard on their hair alone, that's when they saw their curls pop, and they were so amazed. This one young girl, she was a kid, and her mom came over and she bought some of my products, and she didn't get the curling custard, but she didn't come over there to get the curling custard. She came to get the growth oil. And that's when I put some of the curling custard on her hair. And she saw her curls form. And she was like, "Mama, you see my hair?" And she was like, "Yes, I see it." And the mama was even amazed. And I'm like, "How are you amazed and you're the mama?" And the reason why I say that, no offense, but I know she combed her daughter's hair as a child. So I'm going to use me as an example. It took me several years to know that I had fine hair, because I used to put relaxers in my hair back to back, and it would be once a month, to the point to where I end up over processing my hair a couple of times. So I'm trying to see what is going on. Why is this thing not connected? And once I found out about my hair texture, I wasn't happy with my hair texture. Even though I had fine curly hair, I wasn't happy with it. And back then I felt very childish. And I didn't want to wear my real hair until I learned about being natural with so many people around the natural. Remember, natural was like this big, huge movement back then. And boy, I'm telling you, people didn't play when it came down to being natural. I'm telling you, they will hurt you back then. But that is when I started becoming more interested. Hello, Happy Boy, and hello, Ava. So that's when I started being more interested in my hair texture. And I don't know what is going on. Why is this thing not? Why I want to act up tonight. So, like I was stating, that's when I became interested in my hair texture. And since I was, natural, I said, why not create curling custard? You're right. I'm telling you, I got so many horror stories when it come down to the hair salon. And I was that mama, y'all. I was that mama that sat down with my kids. And I told my kids to not go to the beauty salon. I was. And I know that some people get offended by that. But if you've had, how many? About 4 or 5 horror stories from the hair salon, then you can say whatever you want to say. That's how I feel. I have the right. I don't know what's going on, y'all. But it's graphic memory. And of course they was able to pass state board. And more than half of them passed state board not to do hair, as far as hair health, but to apply wigs. And we all know that what wigs do. Now, I'm not against wigs. I just tell people, don't be putting those frontals in your head. If you're going to wear it every once in a blue moon. But you have a lot of people that swear by them, and they will not be caught around here showing their real hair because of the frontal, number one. And number two is because the frontal ate all their hair up, especially their edges. Well, it didn't eat their hair up and snatch their edges out. And then the quick weaves have ate a lot of people's hair up. I know this for a fact because there's so many people that have came to me here and showed me their hair, and their hair was straight bald underneath their wig. But they feel like once their hair start missing, then they might as well continue to keep putting the quick weaves in their hair. And that's where I disagree. I chose not to do the big chop for the 3rd time because of a licensed stylist that ripped one of my locks out. I could have easily cut my hair. But God told me to get on here and show people and teach people these DIYs. Am I teaching everybody? No, because there's a lot of people that know how to do DIYs. But you have to remember too, it's also a certain percentage of people that don't. And he told me to get on here and show what the stylist did as my journey of getting my hair back to its healthy state. So I did not big chop my hair. My hair was tore up from the floor up. Oh, how I wish. I don't know if I know how to do it. You're welcome, Angela, thank you. I don't know how to do it, but when I learn, I will show you my hair. And if you really want to be able to see it until I figure out how to do this, then just go under, I want to say one of my DIYs, but I have them on a few. I just can't name which ones that I have it on. Thank you, Ama or Ama. Yes, he sure does. Yes, he does. But I've shown how my hair was ate up, tore up from the floor up. Hello, Alina. And I chose not to big chop. Like, who you know that wouldn't have immediately panicked and chopped their hair off? I had a huge bald spot. My hair is very thin and fine at the back. I cannot help that. That's just how my hair is. But by me knowing that, I know what to do and I know what not to do to my hair. My shirt keeps sliding down. Oh, I do this all the time, y'all. Even if I went on live, I always got to pull my shirt back. But I know my hair, and I know what it can take, what it can't take. I know what it can stand, and I know what it can't stand. But back then, I had locks in my hair. I never had plans on combing my locks out, y'all. But when that licensed stylist, right before my 46th birthday, installed me a frontal, she had to been braiding my hair down on the first braid. Then when she got to the second braid, remember these are locks she's braiding, right? Hi, Ed. And once she got on that second braid, she lifted up the first braid to connect it. Y'all know how these stylists do when it comes down to doing the wigs, the frontals, or whatever, right? I've been a braider for almost 30 years. I retired 2 years ago, so I know exactly what she did. And she connected it and then braided it down. Then she took the third braid, connected and braided down. By the time she got to the fifth braid or the sixth braid, once she got right in the middle part of my head, is when she lifted up. When she lifted it up, she ended up ripping one of my locks out. The lock is heavy because my locks is not budding. You know, normal locks bud. Okay, Ed, all dreads are not nasty because mine wasn't. Number one. Number two, I had curly dreads. And by me making hair and skincare products, I made sure that my dreads were clean and stayed clean. But to each his own, you have your own opinion. But at the same time, you can also keep it to yourself as well. Because you might be wearing something or you might look like something that some people may feel like it's nasty too. So, you know, we have to be careful about our, opinions. And then again, you may not care. But I don't care about saying what I just said to you either. So it's fine. Yeah, so at the same time, because I almost lost my train of thought, I know my hair by being fine. And I never had plans on combing my locks out because my locks were beautiful. I shampooed my locks on a regular basis. I also would do a detox on my locks too. And like I said, my locks didn't look like the regular locks that were just formed at the end. They were curly at the end. And a lot of people did not think that I had locks, y'all. I had them in for about a year and people still would not believe that I had locks in my hair. If you go back on one of my videos, way back yonder, like my grandma would say, back yonder, before I start creating the DIYs, you will see where I have a video up with my locks, or under one of my shorts. One of my shorts is locks, and they were so beautiful. They were so pretty. And like I said, I never had plans on taking them out until she ripped my lock out. Hear me when I tell this story. I don't tell this story because I'm mad. I'm not mad. This is my testimony. This was the whole purpose of me creating the DIYs, to show you guys, because I was just selling my hair products. Remember that I created my hair products in 2018 after big chopping in 2017, and my hair was growing slow and I had the Florida Evans afro for a long period of time. But I was only on Facebook under my business page. So I had a regular page and I ended up making a business page. So on that business page is where I was shampooing my hair, is where I was adding the curling custard, the moisture and seal cream, and when I was adding my growth oil. But when she ripped one of my locks out is when I decided, not just by myself, but God told me to come on and share it and show it. So my locks weren't budding. Regular locks bud. My locks budded in the middle, but in the front and in the back where my hair is different textures. So I have 3 different textures. I tell people all the time, learn your hair. 9 times out of 10, you don't have just one texture. If you do, then kudos. I congratulate you. But most people have 2 to 3 different hair textures. I have 3. My curls are slightly curly at the back. And I know y'all can't see it. But, you know, the curls are little regular curls. And in the middle, they are tight. Like, not, you know, not strong tight, not coarse tight, you know, but they are tight. That is where I have to do the most nurturing to my hair. Okay. All right, Ed. Yeah. So you don't like wavy hair then, I see. See, that's how I was with my hair. So like I said, I didn't like that I had fine hair. I didn't like that my hair was curly like this. You know, and then that's when I didn't know anything about being natural. And I started loving my hair and I started embracing my hair. And I remember being on Facebook. I wasn't on YouTube, even though I had my right, that's how I felt, with my hair as well. I was like, it don't fit me. But then I started making it work because I kept over processing my hair. Every time I would put a relaxer, y'all, I didn't want to see no curls. I kept my hair bone straight and didn't know that I was harming my hair. Now, am I here to bash relaxers? No. If you go onto my channels, you don't hear me just bashing and trying to make people feel bad who have relaxers. That's why I tell people with my products, you can, I've already wrapped it up, but you can use the growth shampoo and the growth conditioner on relaxed hair. You can use the growth oils on relaxed hair. You can even take the growth oil by being lightweight, and you can pour it in your hands, rub it together, and rub it on your hair strands. You can also do a, what do you call it? What is that called? Hot oil treatment. Hot oil treatment. You can also do a hot oil treatment when it comes down to the growth oil. That is the one that's low porosity. That is the one that has more like a thinner consistency. Just because it's thinner doesn't mean that it isn't powerful. I'm telling y'all, whenever I do hair growth challenges, whenever I am putting a protective style up, I will take one of my oils and I will use it on a consistent basis. Your girl has always been applying products on her hair on a consistent basis. It's no need of you playing around with any products, even if you are creating them as far as DIY wise. Why would you even create a DIY? Why would you even buy the ingredients if you are going to just sit it in the refrigerator? Like, you have wasted your money and you have wasted growth that you could have already had. And I just look at things different. That's just how I am. Whenever I am, like, I do have a goal. But whenever I'm real strict and stern on it, like this is my first time in a few weeks wearing my regular hair out because I'm wearing those mini braids. I'm wearing those mini twists. I am wearing your girl, she be wearing her wigs. I will wear my wigs back to back. I just got tired of wearing the 5x5s and whatever you call that, 5x7 or whatever. I don't know much about wigs and stuff like that. But I got tired of putting the spray right there, and then after the second day or sometimes on the first day, the wig sliding backwards, and then I'm looking a hot mess, and then I have to put a hat on. So that doesn't mean that I'm quitting on the wigs. I'm not quitting on no wigs. You just ain't gonna see me wearing those frontals. That is what's ripping people's hair out. A lot of people don't even understand. And I've been just standing here talking. I done gave up on the printer, y'all. Hold up, let me the shipping label thing, whatever. Let me grab a couple of things. So when it comes down to snatching wigs off and weaves, it's no need of doing that. Thank you, Loretta. It's at one point in time, I didn't even like my hair. I won't say I hated it. I never hated it. But I didn't understand it. I didn't even try to learn it. I didn't try to understand it. And like I was stating before, that my curls underneath are a little bit more curlier than the front. But that middle, oh, it's curly. It's thick, But in the front, my curls are super loose, to the point to where I big chop for the second time like a fool because I thought that I still had a perm. How in the world I still got a perm in my hair when I did my first big chop back in like 2010 or 2011. But yeah, in 2017, I big chopped for the second time because I didn't understand my hair texture. My hair is so loose in the front that it's pathetic. to where even when I apply my curling custard to my hair, I have to still take the front and scrunch it up a little bit. And I don't apply heat to my hair all the time. I think the last time I applied it, I want to say it's been over 6 months now. And it's not because I'm sitting back looking at the time like, ooh, when 6 months gonna go by so I can do a silk press again. I'm just more into protective styles because I have a goal. And I want to see my hair get to tail length. Tailbone length. Past tailbone. As long as it's touching the tail. That's all that matters to me. If it grow past that, then glory be to God. But the only way that my hair would do that is if I use my products on a consistent basis. You have to remember that I'm way behind. And when I say I'm way behind, it's because even though I use these products on a consistent basis, on a religious basis, you have to remember that I had to grow an inch and cut an inch. Grow an inch and a half and cut an inch and a half. Grow 2 inches and cut 2 inches because my hair was damaged by the licensed stylist ripping one of my locks out. Yes, my hair wasn't budding like locks supposed to bud. But I was keeping them locks in my hair. My locks were bunching in the front. They was like light bulbs. They were so heavy they hurt it. In the front of my hair and in the back. But I continuously used my products back to back, and I seen the difference in my length, although my front was short. Yes. Yes, you are, Loretta. Because, like I stated, I was not gonna comb those locks out. But when that licensed stylist ripped one of them out, I had no other choice, y'all. I used to worry about my locks bunching and not budding correctly. I will always wear my hair up. Like you guys seen my hair be up in a little top curly bun or whatever you want to call it, right? That's how my locks was. So I would pull them all up. And that's why a lot of people didn't think that they were locks, because you still seeing this on the ends. You still seeing this, y'all, on the ends. But I'm telling y'all, I was going to wear them things and keep them things in my head forever. But I ended up having to comb them out. Not only that, I had 2 locks growing together, interlocking or whatever you want to call it. I didn't know no better, so please don't beat me up in the comment section. But I ended up cutting one of them. And the reason why I ended up cutting one of them, because I knew I was going to keep these locks in forever. So I was like, it don't even matter if I cut it or not. Tell me why when I had to comb those locks out, you seen that piece that was cut. It looked horrible. My hair was so many different lengths, and it just looked like, they didn't even look like spaghetti. I almost said spaghetti strings. They didn't look like spaghetti strings. Spaghetti strings is thick compared to how my hair looked. Y'all do not know what's going on, but I guess let me try to unplug it and then plug it back up. I almost said it is unplugged. Wait a minute. Okay. Y'all, that's crazy. I would say I'm crazy because I had it unplugged the whole entire time. That is crazy. But maybe it was meant. I'm gonna act like it was meant because that gave me a reason to share the information that I shared with y'all. But like I stated, that my hair was chewed up and screwed up. I stayed consistent. If you go and look on my videos, even if you go under my Heavenly Hair skincare TikTok, I think it's called Heavenly Hair skincare. You know how TikTok and different social media websites won't let you put your whole complete name on there. Yeah, so you'll see where my hair looked at a hot mess, but I did not big chop. And I haven't even been on, because I have 2 TikToks. I haven't been under Heavenly's posting back to back as far as my product wise because of me temporarily closing my website down for 5 months. So when they see my hair, they are going to be amazed. And I still end up cutting a whole lot of my hair back in July as well, because I want my hair. Now, nobody's hair is 100% even, but you have to remember that my hair, you was able to see through it, and the more I cut, I still was able to see through just a little bit because my hair was completely damaged. The way my hair was looking, I should have cut all my hair off, but I knew that I didn't have to do it. The whole purpose of me not doing it is to teach you guys and show y'all that y'all don't have to do it either. I know, girl, I didn't. You saw me. I was sitting there saying, I don't know why. And I kept pushing the button, But I'm going to tell you, I don't mind cracking up on myself. I just sat there and didn't have that thing plugged up and finna talk about my own stuff. Like, that was just so stupid. I did not have it plugged up. But yeah, y'all, okay, now it says connect. I need y'all to remember this. So on my next live, if this happened again, I need one of y'all to tell me, Tasha, plug it up. Hi, the Thea123, I think. And thank you. How you doing tonight? I almost said today, which is still today. Okay, y'all. Okay. There it is. The satisfaction of hearing. I'm doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good. I'm just on here and trying to fill a few of the orders. Trying to make sure, okay. I'm trying to remember. Y'all, I finally, it may not look like it's cleaned up in here to y'all, but when I tell you that, thank you so much. Y'all, that's what I was just saying. I keep looking out the door because it's a glass door and I can see everything from that shelf. So I'm like, who is standing right there? But yeah, so I was just telling them that I haven't did a DIY in a minute. And I'm trying to learn how to toggle this thing. And don't get me wrong, I will. Because one thing about Tasha, she gonna get the thing, she gonna get it done. But I wanted to get used to being over here a little bit more so I could start creating. Thank you for liking and subscribing. The Thea123. Thank you. So I'm trying to get the hang of being over here a lot so I can start creating my DIYs over here, so I can start applying them to my hair over here, so I can start shampooing my hair over here. And yes, so just get used to it. Because this is where I'm going to try to be. Now, my next DIY, it may be over at the house. I'm just right up the street from my house anyways. Like, I'm a few places from the stop sign, and then I'll be around the corner. Okay, slay. Yes. So, I'm telling you, you got to have a system. It's not just about hair growth oils. There's so many people that would say, my hair growth oil is the best, and da-da-da-da-da-da. If y'all only knew how many people that have bought my different growth oils, from the Heavenly's growth oil to the stimulating growth serum to the growth elixir, and they all have got positive positive reviews from it, positive results. I'm sleepy, y'all, so I'm gonna start talking off the wall. But yeah, so I just don't like when people say that their growth oil is the only one that grows. And then I've been creating growth oil and growth products since 2018. And I'm looking from my phone like, why? Why play with these people? Because at the end of the day, it's not about throwing the herbs together and the oils together. It is about formulating. It's about knowing what complements the next. That's why on my DIY videos that I try my best to put ingredients together that do complement one another. Now, will I be like that 100% of the time? I probably not, but I do my best. But that doesn't mean it's not going to work. It doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It will work if you work it. Thank you so much. So my hair is a hot mess right now, so I'm gonna tell y'all what I did on purpose. I purposely been walking around all day long. I was intending to go live yesterday, so your girl hair was a hot mess yesterday too. When I tell you dry and but I didn't get a chance to because I was too busy making creating products. But let me see. But I'm so glad that I'm on live now because, doggone it, I am going to show y'all something on camera in 1 second. Oh, I wish YouTube would let us play music. So I go live on YouTube more than I do on like TikTok, and I went live on Facebook. That's because I was caught in the middle of a tornado a few years ago. And I had to go on there and say, hey, y'all, I was caught in the middle of a tornado. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was my time to go. I ain't gonna lie, I really did. Okay, yes, slay, slay, slay. Okay, finally plugged the printer up and got this one. Got this one out of the way. So I'm gonna try to continue to talk and work at the same time. So with the I noticed on a few of these orders, it's asking for the moisture milk. I end up running out of moisture milk, and that is one of the products. Okay, all right, I'll see you when you come back. So with me running out of the moisture milk, I was already creating conditioners. I was creating the growth tonic as well today, and that is why I haven't did a conditioner on my DIY, because it does take a while. I don't just throw anything together. I take my time. And so why end up trying to do so many ingredients and putting together products all in one day? So your girl froze. So your girl will be creating more of the moisture milk tomorrow morning. And I still will be able to get these packages out because Mailbox and Beyond don't close until 3 o'clock, y'all. And I end up getting a message from someone here in my hometown that moved away, and she told me that she got her package today. So I know that everybody else got theirs. And no, somebody else ended up messaging me as well and told me. And I'm also going to start trying to do lives answering questions from the Shopify message department or center as well. I will be getting around to that, but I'm going to just go ahead and pull out everything else except for the moisture milk, y'all. So let's see. Tonic. Okay, shampoo, conditioner. Tonic. Okay, instead of 4 ounces. All right. So for now, I have the shelf setting up like that. It will be I will be changing the color to white so it can look more cuter and aesthetically pleasing. But for right now, this is how it's looking. And I end up making the conditioner today. This is a little small bottle. I'm not sure if you can see it. And the consistency is very, very moisturizing and very creamy. But your girl has been walking around looking a hot mess for the last couple of days because I didn't want to do anything to my hair because I wanted to get on live and do it. And let me go ahead and do it, y'all. So I was waiting to apply the curling custard to my hair. So I've already applied the curling custard a couple of days ago. I think that it was already in my hair from my last live. I have not applied any more curling custard to my hair. So if you haven't used or tried Heavenly's curling custard, which is this bottle right here. Thank you, Loretta. Okay, the Thea 123. All right, glad to see you back. And let's see. Hello, Luke. So I don't understand why he have the $10. So what's $10? I'm lost. Okay, so explain it, Luke Ditz or Lukey Ditz. Okay. Excuse me if I'm butchering y'all names, because I'm not trying to. But if you go under my DIY videos, you'll see how I get a little tongue-tied whenever I am explaining things. And I had one person when I first started came for me and was like, you didn't pronounce this right. And I'm like, girl, go get a life. There's so many people that I watch their videos and they are not pronouncing words right. Like, you're gonna let that stop you from creating this bum DIY? Okay. But anyway, so what you laughing at me? Oh, I'm gonna come and look at it in a minute. Don't leave me. I'm almost done. Anita Baker, please. Yeah. You say you're going to bake. You know I call you Anita Baker. But yeah, so when you apply the curling custard to your hair, it is going to dry, but you are not going to get no white residue. And yeah, I said no white. I'm gonna say you ain't gonna get no white residue on your hair. Okay. I remember way before I started creating my products back in 2017, I went to Walgreens. I went to Walgreens because I thought it was fancy, and I thought, you know, okay, I'm gonna be all fancy and whatnot and go get me a natural hair care line. I ended up getting like 3 or 4 products. Tell me why it said this was a moisturizer, this was a curling cream, this was a this, and this was a that, a leave-in or whatever, right? And it said on the instructions and the directions on the back or on the side, it says use this first and then use this and then use this. Hi, Javid. Okay. All right. But yeah, so I end up getting that whole system because it said if you do this, you know, once you put this in, you put this in afterwards. So I got the shampoo and the conditioner. Then I probably end up getting like a leave-in conditioner or a curling cream or whatever, okay? I did that, y'all. Tell me why did I have a whole bunch of white balls on my hair? You know, the little white residue behind it. So this right here comes from me wasting my money on that fancy hair brand, and I end up having to wash it out because of all of the little white particles that was on my hair. And also I have the Moisture and Seal Cream, in which I haven't even brought it to the forefront, nor have I even made it yet. But I will be putting it back on my website soon. But those 2 ingredients were one of the main 2 ingredients on why I decided to create them, because I didn't want all of that white residue, all that stuff. So on some people's hair, this curling custard will give you a slight cast, meaning that a little slight hardening. Nothing too hardening, nothing that's gonna, you know, have you looking like you got a Michael Jackson curl and been sitting in the deep freeze all day. Not like that, okay? So whenever I put the curling custard in my head, I sometimes have a slight casting. After me putting my hair in a ponytail, because I do apply it on my hair like a wash and go, then I will allow it to dry, and then I will put my hair in a back ponytail or in the top. For the past year or so, a long period of time. And probably one time out of this year, I have worn a wash and go, because a lot of people don't know that the curls and stuff is sitting on your shoulders, and it is disturbing your curls. It is causing you breakage, it's causing you split ends, and it is damaging your hair. Well, it may not do that to y'all hair. I know for a fact that it does it to mine. So that's why I don't wear wash and goes, except for that one time on my shoulders or wearing it down. So like I said, when you apply the curling custard to your hair, allow it to dry, you can turn right back around if you decide to wear it for 5 days, all the way up to a week. Say for instance, if you was to get Heavenly shampoo and conditioner, and I tell you to shampoo your hair once a week, especially if you are dealing with dryness, breakage. Let me turn this growth tonic off. It's simmering. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it too. Before I leave, make sure. But, oops. Okay. But if you apply the curling custard and you end up shampooing your hair once a week, if you have dry, brittle hair, applying the shampoo and conditioner to your hair once a week, you are going to see a difference. But you will only see a difference if you use it on a consistent basis. So let's say, for instance, you need a month straight, or a month and a half, or 2 months. Then shampoo your hair once a week for a month and a half, or 2 months, and you will see a difference in your hair health. We are going outside and we allowing the debris and the chemicals and all that type of stuff. Hey, Jackson. We are allowing those things to embed in our hair, and it is causing our hair damage. And then we go around telling everybody how our hair used to be real pretty, real long when we was 2 years old, and now we are 40-some years old and we're still going around saying it. But if you stop just applying growth oils to your hair and you apply the shampoos and the conditioners, the growth tonic, which is growth tea, if you apply the curling custard, if you don't have to wear your hair down in a wash and go, if you simply just want to wear your hair in a ponytail, if you simply want to do twists or braids, you can still apply the curling custard. If you want to use something for your kids' hair that is safe, that doesn't have anything hazardous in it, then the curling custard is what you should try. If you have a son or a husband or a boyfriend, your man, your boo thing, your significant other, yo, whatever he is to you, if he has a curly top, fade, or whatever, he can also use the curling custard. So remember, I'm saying after 5 days or so, right before shampoo day, your hair looking a hot trot mess, but you know that you need to go to the store before you got to shampoo your hair. Then you simply, I'm gonna use this as an example. I'll probably use my whole head as an example, I don't know. But you simply just take the water bottle and you spray just a little bit, and you allow the water to go down your strands, and you are reactivating the curling custard. Just like that. If your roots are tangled like mine, my roots tangle very easily and it's more drier than anything else, then you just make sure you simply touch the roots. If it is not rooting like you want it to, yeah, I just made that up, rooting. If it's not, then you simply just put a little bit just to touch up the roots. Just a little bit. And you apply it to your roots right here. Scrunch it a little bit and you are good to go. I'm gonna try to come closer to the camera. Let's see. So hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me pull this down some. As a matter of fact, let me just stand on my tippy toes. So you see the dry side. You see where it's frizzy and dry. Well, the whole thing frizzy and dry, but you see how this sitting out? And then you see right here, it's more scrumptious. The curling custard is right here. I did not have to apply it though. You guys saw me spraying the water from here all the way down to here. I have no new curling custard on my ends or on the middle. I will spray this side with some water and just let y'all see it real quick. Let me pull this down. I'm all up in y'all faces. Excuse me if you hear my stomach growl because I haven't ate in hours. Don't feel sorry for me though. Because I am about to eat in just a second. Then I'm getting sleepy. You can see it in my eyes. So, yeah, you can tell that it's about that time to shut it down. But like I said, this is the dry side. Remember that this still has curling custard in it after a few days. Okay, Loretta, see, you can see a difference. Yes. So, remember I put a little curling custard. I put just a little, just a little curling custard on my roots. Only because my roots are very dry. The next person don't even have to do that if you don't want to do it. So, just allowing the water to go down. And all I'm doing is reactivating the curling custard. If this is not enough water, if it is not enough water, then just put a little more. And yeah, that's how I talk, y'all. Put a little more, not more, put a little more. And reason why I scrunch these up because, where you from? Arkansas. Hello, Tai, I think, Tai. The closer I am to this camera, I can't see. But this is with the curling custard right here on my root, not down here. This is the curling custard from a few days ago, all right here. This is the curling custard all from here to here from a few days ago. I will again, if I don't fall, I will again. I got too much going on, y'all. Okay, so I will again apply just a little bit. Ooh, the closer I am, the more my eyes cross. Okay, hold up. Can y'all see? Okay. You see that? Now, will this work for everybody's hair type? Number one, the curling custard will. But will this little bitty, will this little bitty stuff work for every hair type? No. It just may work more for the low and medium porosity. With the ones with high porosity, you may just need to put a little more. Just may need to put a little more. But that doesn't mean that it don't work. Okay, so you see how I lay down? Now, if I wanted to lay down, if I just wanted to lay all the way down, that's an awesome touch. Yes, it will. Strong Bony. Stop playing. Ain't nobody got time for that. It be the weirdest people getting on folks' lives just saying the most weirdest stuff. Okay, so I still got a little bit. Now, this is how I look with just a little bit lesser than what I had. I can go like this, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you want your curling custard to last just a little bit longer, you notice that I'm not applying the curling custard down here, just like I didn't apply. I'm just trying to get that little piece of hair out of my way, y'all. Just like I didn't apply it down there on this side. Thank you, Tessa. So I just put it right there. And this is the old curling custard. This is the new curling custard. Now, if you look over here, I do have more hair pulled out on this side than I do on this side. Like, my hair is still uneven in certain spots. You have to also remember that everybody's hair is not 100% even. Okay. Mr. Creeps, I'm not. Okay. But anyway, so yeah. I just wanted to show you guys, but also I want to also show you that my hair. I be with you all. Okay, may God be with you too, Mr. Creep. I'm not. Mr. Creeps, I'm not. Yeah. So my hair is completely dry right here. Let me just show you that the curling custard, because I'm all in y'all face. I'm all in y'all face right now, but it's fine. Okay, Mr. Creeps, you being a creep. You being weird. But anyway, so by this being water-based, I want you to know that it is fine to apply without adding water. I have a brush, y'all. It's way over there. It's way over there. But when you are using products, even if it's store-bought products, please be sure to make sure that the first, second, or third ingredient is water. If it ain't water on the first, second, and third ingredient, then you might want to put it back on the shelf. I'm about to block you, Mr. Creeps. I'm not. But I may just let you continue as long as you don't get a little bit too far and out of the way. You hipping me on the comment section as far as, you know, the algorithm picking up on the comments. But yeah, so if you notice that my hair was super duper dry and look at how mess. This ponytail is still dry though. But if you feel the curling custard on dry hair, it is very, very nourishing. It feels so good. This makes me want to go somewhere. Let's see what time it is. It's 8:17. I'm going home. I ain't going nowhere. But yeah, so it is very nourishing, and water is key. Water is very, very important. All right, so let me take this down. I'm gonna scoot this table back, and maybe I won't be all in y'all face like that. Because some of y'all probably feel like I'm a little bit too up close and personal with y'all. But I've been waiting for 2 days to do this, y'all. 2 days, okay? Okay, I'm reading it. It says this message is here for review. I can't wait either, Loretta. I'm just telling you, like, that's why I tell people I'm not new to this. You know, I'm just new to bringing it to this platform. But a lot of people in my hometown, they know. They've been using it for quite some time. Oh, this feels so good, y'all. Y'all just give me a moment. This feels so good. So I'm going to show y'all the back of my hair. Remember that my hair is very fine and on the thin side. I hope I'm aimed in the camera right. Very fine and on the thin side in the back. But I'm going to try to attempt to put this curling custard on the back and still be able to have my head in the camera. See, I'm scared because if I pour it, it's gonna run down my neck. I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'll do it up here and let it slide. Y'all tell me if it's coming out. Let's see. Oh, okay. Look like too much came out. I was so scared. I didn't know if any was gonna come out because of the way I was holding it. And like I said, this is a few days old. But if you are not ready, because everybody ain't gonna shampoo their hair once a week. Okay. Yes, everybody is not going to shampoo their hair once a week. But if you are experiencing damage, breakage, dryness, then you should shampoo your hair once a week for at least a month. Just so your hair can get used to the product. I'm telling you, we have to tame our hair. We have to make our hair behave because a lot of our hair be misbehaving. And I'm just here to tell the truth. So you have to make your hair do what you want it to do. But let me see if I can touch one of these curls. Not one, but a few. Touch these curls. I'm just making up stuff, y'all. I would blame that part on me being sleepy, but no. So I'm making sure that I detangle the end because I don't want to rip nothing. So, as you can see, let me put the rest of it in the ponytail first. Get it out the way. And see, I don't mind doing this, y'all, because I'm finna get ready and shampoo my hair anyways. But then if I wasn't, all I gotta do is just re-wet it with water. So I just put it in this ponytail. I'm gonna take out another section in a minute, but let me show y'all. This is dry. This is dry. And please don't be like, that's your hair. That's just gonna do your hair. Now this is gonna do the same thing for your hair as well. Remember that I'm not here because of my hair texture. I'm here because my hair is natural. Okay? So, with my hair being natural, and I've already used the curling custard, it has been like, ooh, I have to go back and look at my video. I haven't posted it on my other channel yet. I haven't even edited it, but I believe it's been about 4 or 5 days since I applied the curling custard. But like I said, this is my hair. Not only that, this is soft. When you get the curling custard and you apply to your hair, you will end up seeing once it's dry that your hair is soft. Now, some of you still may get a little slight cast. After that cast is gone, I'm telling you, you are going to experience softness. And please don't be afraid of the cast. Just don't manipulate your hair. Manipulating your hair strands is going to cause your hair from looking like this, which is beautiful. You could tell the curls are forming to this right here, y'all. That's manipulating. When you are so mesmerized and you so gone on your curls that you are playing in it. I've seen so many people, let me go on and get rid of Mr. Creep. I'm not. Because he's a distraction. He's a distraction. And that's another thing too, that distractions come in many different ways. That's a different video though. That's not even for this channel. That's for my other channel. But yeah, so this is manipulating your strands. So happy about your doggone me curls. Yeah, I said doggone me. So happy about your doggone me curls. To where you like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then it's not looking like this no more. No, I'm not French. Dijon. It's Dijon. Okay. Okay, Tessa. So I'm just gonna take this section. Remember, I done been all enough through it. Now, I will also say this too. Some people be like, well, duh, your hair is going to be curly because you just wet it. I know I'm not talking to a bunch of kids. I know I'm talking to adults. Your girl almost 50 years old. Now, if I know this, I know that a lot of other people know this. That it's a difference with just applying water to your hair and applying products to your hair. When you shampoo your hair, before you add the shampoo, you may wet your hair and mess around and see that you have curls, right? When you are in the shampoo bowl, when you are in the shower, when you are in the sink, your curls is going to form. But once they dry, they are going to look like a fro. It's going to turn into a fro, right? So when I apply this water, somebody could say, well, that's because you apply water, that's why your hair is curly, because you have natural curly hair. No. The difference is when my hair dry, if it's still curly, that is not if, when it's still curly. That is due to the curling custard. All I did was reactivated the product in my hair. You don't have to go around. I've seen so many people hair, and I'm not here to judge nobody, but I've seen so many people just cake products back to back on their hair. Never shampooing their hair. Whenever they do, it will be for a long period of time. But I will say this right here. That's not good, but this is okay to apply in your hair one time, and then 5 to 7 days later, you just do a little slight touch up. First, apply with just water first and see what it do. But if your hair is like mine and you need to touch the roots, then apply it to your roots just a little bit once again. That's all. But the curling custard can just have water sprayed to it after a few days. And it's going to reactivate. And not only that, I can feel it. I can feel a little bit of it. I know y'all can't see it, but I can feel a little bit of the product. I don't have a whole lot in my hair. I'm just hitting those roots again because you got to remember, I said before that you must learn your hair. I know my hair. I know my roots are very, very dry and tangles easier. So that's why I hit the roots a little bit more. And that's why I will sometimes add the curling custard to my roots again. Hi, Harper. Thank you. I know he loves me and he loves you too. So I don't have to scrunch every bit, but if I want you guys to see. Okay. Okay, you blocked Suzanne Marie. Stop being weird. Y'all such weirdos. Those evil spirits though. So I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Jesus love. Yes, Joseph. Hello. So I remember it was one point in time where I wasn't going live because of things like that. Because of, you know, the weirdos. You know, the people that's demon possessed and stuff like that. Because you got to have some type of spirit that ain't good in you that just have you doing the most weirdest, retarded stuff on somebody else's life. Yes, the blood. Yes, Loretta, the blood. But I rebuke it. I rebuke it because it's not the person, it's what's working in the person. Like when people get on here and they say mean stuff to folks who just literally get on their live or just saying the most weirdest, creepiest stuff, like those are spirits and they are rebuked in the name of Jesus because you will not cause me to get off my live. I'm gonna get off my live in a little bit only because I feel like it. But yeah, so this is how I look. See the curls? I put no curling custard on there. No curling custard. I really want to come back tomorrow, but I do know that I need to create a DIY on this channel because it's been about 7 days. But I do want to get on here. Yes, very blessed. Yes, Loretta, very blessed. But I do want to come back and show y'all how it looks before shampooing my hair. So y'all will see that this is the curls from the curling custard. Just with water. Remember, I haven't touched my roots with the curling custard. But my roots are drying. They dry quicker as far as needing products. But it can still be applied. Not applied, it can still be reactivated by adding water. But if you need to reapply just a little bit more, it is perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. So yeah. But for the sake of this video, let me go ahead and put a little bit of the curling custard right here to the roots. Did I just, I didn't pull nothing. Okay. I'm not pulling it down my hair strands. That is the whole purpose of me holding on to this part tight so it won't run down. But I'm just rubbing it in right here. I just heard my own stomach growl, y'all. I've been over here for hours, so it's to be expected. So I just make sure I hit the roots. Putting my hand right here to make sure that nothing is going down. And it should have laid it down some more. So yeah, y'all, this is the curling custard. And this is the dry part. So let me just take this ponytail out one more time. Just trying to make sure that, because my hair is curly, so I just can't just take the ponytail holder out, snatch it out, because I don't want to lose any hair. So this is with the curling custard in after a few days, and it's dry. My hair is itching. And this is with the water added to reactivate the curling custard. So like I stated, y'all, this is not just for people with fine hair or low density hair or low porosity. It is for all hair types. Now, would you probably have to add a little bit more than usual on people with thicker hair, like 4C hair? Yes, but I've been putting this on people with 4C hair for several years. Remember I said that I braided hair for almost 30 years. What you think I was putting on these people's hair? I was putting these products on these people's hair for free. For free. And not only that, I also had people come and just allow me to put my curling custard in their hair for a wash and go. So I will put a wash and go in their hair. And yeah, I would let them experience and see how wonderful that these products are. I will be remaking more of the Moisture Milk tomorrow, which is a moisturizer that can be sprayed on your hair strands, and a growth spray, and because it can be sprayed on your scalp as well. The growth tonic can also be sprayed on your hair strands. Look at me, I'm tongue-tied, I'm tired, you can tell. But the growth tonic can also be sprayed on your ends as well, and your scalp. It is filled with aloe vera juice and rose water as a moisturizing and conditioning agent, because herbs all by themselves can be very drying, and it will cause your hair more damage than it will allow you to benefit from it. Thank you. It is, I'm telling you, just by applying the water, that it is more moisturizing. So yes, y'all. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember that the growth shampoo and the growth conditioner is filled with, I know, I told you. I had got all this stuff out of here, so I can start getting it working and get it finished in here. But yeah, so the shampoo and conditioner is full of growth ingredients as well. This has like a looser consistency, but when, Tatiana, tell them when you apply this to Talacia's hair. So she don't have 4C hair, but she got like 4, okay, wait a minute, I'm finna go and end it. So tell them how lathering it is. Okay. It was.
Walmart, like now, so I can start doing the cooking. Organizer, what hair, y'all? What I tell?
Yeah, I will. I will most definitely talk about moisturizing your ends. Let's see when you. I've already put it off, Tatiana.
I don't think you have.
Yes, I have.
Here it is now.
So I prefer applying deep conditioner on wet hair so it can penetrate through the strands better. It's just the curling cuffs that I tell people and the moisture and seal cream that I make. You don't have to apply to wet strands if you don't want to, only because it is water-based. You can, because I'm not telling anybody not to do it. It's just the fact that I want people to know that water is very important in any ingredient, even the ones on the shelf. If the ingredient is somewhere down to like the middle or to the end as far as the water, then you need to run from that product because they are filled with chemicals and toxins and things that harm your hair more than it help it. And I don't know if you guys saw her hair as well, but she don't do that. She applied when Tyron was going in and out, he let her fly in and then. Oh yeah, that come from me making the yeah. So if you saw my daughter's hair, she used the curling custard as well, and she ended up seeing somebody when we drove an hour away to get our nails done and stuff, and they was like, "Oh, I love your hair, it's so pretty." And they said, "What do you use?" And she said, "My mom's curling custard." So she went to the car and got the business card and gave it to her, and that lady ended up buying the curling custard. Let's see. Right, I will. I sure will. Hi Nick. I'm trying to see where you commented on one of the. I don't see where your other comment is. It's just a hair. So like I stated, before I end this live, I'm just showing you that this is the curling custard that I have in my hair from a few days ago. Either 4 or 5 days ago, I applied this curling custard to my hair. Now I did dampen my hair. I did have a little water on my hair and I took sections, but you don't have to have water. Ooh, my stomach. But yeah, so I'm about to tear some food up, but you don't, because this side is the curling custard without water. I did not spray water over here. I sprayed water. Where is it? Oh, and I made it connect with the rest of the hair. But this whole section, I put water anyways. Okay, here it is. This piece is with water. Right there is with water. And this piece is without water. So you can tell it's still water-based. By all means, add water. But I'm just telling the people that don't want to add water, you don't have to add it. Because I know that when I say things or when somebody else is saying things, it can kind of sound confusing, because on many of my DIY videos, people come back and say, well, you said this. And I'm like, I said this, but if you listen, I said this, but if you listen to the whole entire sentence, I said, you can do this or this. Somebody even tried to come for me. They was like, no, you said, and you can tell you said it because 3 more people clicked the like button. I just went ahead and blocked them, because what I'm not going to do is keep going back and forth with you when I know that I talk a lot. So that's why I said on here, on this live, that you do not have to use water if you don't want to use water, because it is water-based. But by all means, use water when applying it if you want to. That's the whole purpose of showing the difference. Without water, yeah. This, and water, this is water on this side. I need y'all to say it together. Water, okay? Water, yeah. Okay, and this is dry. Let me stop playing, y'all. But, y'all, I have to be myself. If I don't be myself, then I ain't gonna want to show up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I will put the link at the bottom in the description section. But for right now, it is www.heavenlyhairandskincare.com. heavenlyhairandskincare.com. Okay? And just go on there. Remember that it's not just about hair growth oils. After you apply hair growth oil to your hair, what about them strands? Remember that your hair grows from the scalp, but in order for your hair to get longer and longer and longer, you got to take care of the ends. Some people hair strands absorb less water. Yeah. Finna go. Okay, some people hair absorbs less water. Yeah, some people hair do absorb less water. This is not completely filled with water. I'm just telling you guys that it is water based, because some people, you know, are buying products that don't have any water in it at all, or the water is so far down that you barely got any, and it has all them alcohols and stuff in it. Your hair has high porosity. No, it's not high porosity hair. My hair is like low/medium porosity, you know, but yeah, okay. But hi, Accept Truth. I appreciate your comments and everything, but I'm about to end this video. I'm about to go, y'all. I'm about to eat because your girl's stomach was growling, and it is. Is you hungry too, girl? You hungry? Oh, nobody cares. Girl, for the end is like, I miss my bestie. Okay, who is your bestie? Who is KK World 123? Are you talking about me? Okay. Am I that bestie? I don't know who that is. Okay. Oh, you miss your bestie, She? Who is that? Is that a puppy? Let me see. I'm sleepy, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm so okay. Well, I hope you find your bestie. No matter how much you wet it, it will be happy and dry if you have low porosity. Shy. I'm finna walk out the door with you. Hold up, girl. You know it's dangerous out here in these streets. But anyways, okay, Accept Truth. I said leave the porch light on. They heard me tell you leave the porch light on. I said leave the porch light and the porch light. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about, Accept Truth or whatever, but okay, whatever you feel like is what it is. You know, I mean, if you know all of that knowledge, then create you some hair care products. I don't know. And maybe you not coming, you know, to get some more stuff. I don't know, but right now I don't understand it. You know, hi Daryl Wiley. Good night. See you next time in Jesus' mighty name. Yes, in Jesus' name, because I will try to be here tomorrow, Loretta. She ready to go, y'all. She ready to go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share. You've already commented, subscribe. I'm just trying to help certain people with nappy and dry hair. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry then, Loretta. It's hard for me to read all of your texts and get an understanding right now. Okay, so like I said, for people with nappy hair, the people with nappy hair still can use this Accept Truth. Did I say Loretta? I didn't mean to say Loretta. Accept Truth, they can still use the curling custard as well. So I appreciate your input and stuff like that. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right. No. Oh. I was gonna say, all right, y'all, be blessed.
I turned the air off. I turned it on off.
Big Daddy, go somewhere and get delivered in the mighty name of Jesus. You know, get some holy oil put on you because you're a DNG too. All right. Goodbye, Accept Truth. And Big Daddy, you know, your name is... Yeah, I could go real far with you, but I ain't gonna do it. Anyways, turn it back on. What you talking about? All right, I'm getting a little bit too deep in these comments. Okay. All right, Loretta. Okay. And Big Daddy, I'm gonna do you a favor and block you right now because you can tell you insecure with the name you have because ain't nothing big about you. Good night and be blocked. Be blocked. Yes, be blocked in the name of Jesus, because I ain't got time for this. The weirdos will come at the end. Hi, MV Rufino. Hi, Audition. Yes, baddie. Okay. I'm telling you, the freaks come out at night, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Y'all have a blessed night.